Hello. Welcome back to Heretic Owl Tarot. My name is Liz. I will be guiding you on this journey today. This is the reading for the 6-2 human design profile. If you don't know what your human design profile is, there's a link in the description below for you to get your body graph. And among the plethora of information about your specific design, one of those bits will be your profile. Also, of course, don't forget to subscribe to the channel, like the video. It just, it helps me out in the algorithm, which I keep trying to catch the algorithm train. One of these days. But anyway, I do appreciate it. I'm happy that you're here. And of course, whenever I sporadically put out these messages, you'll be notified of them. They'll pop up on your feed. So let's get you an oracle card, and then of course we'll get your tarot out. It's too many cards. We just need one. The Beaver and the Birch. Home. Interesting. We'll read about that once we get your tarot cards out. What do we have for our 6-2 profile? We have the Crown of Wands or the King of Wands, 7 of Wands, Apprentice of Wands. Interesting. Sun. Look at all this fire. Apprentice of Coins, the Proclaimer, or the, I almost said the Hermit. The Hierophant. And then Justice at the bottom of the deck. 7 of Swords, Ace of Pentacles. All right, so let's see, the Beaver and, the Birch. Okay, it says, the Beaver works hard to build the lodge where it raises its young. Using twigs, grasses, rocks, and mud, it constructs a safe environment for its family as well as a natural habitat for migrating birds. Birch trees symbolize new beginnings, and they seldom grow alone. In medieval Europe, they were used as maypoles in pagan celebrations of midsummer. Because their wood was thought to protect the young and ward off evil spirits, it was often used to build cradles. Upright, now is the time to focus on nesting, homesteading, and settling down. Decorate and tend to your environment in a way that supports the feeling of home. Reverse, you may be feeling reclusive, like a hermit in your cave. Consider planning a trip. Your spirit will benefit from a time of travel and self-discovery. What do I appreciate about my home? Is my home a place or a feeling? I've been reading the reverse question or meanings too, because I don't shuffle reversals into my decks, but and I usually don't even read the reversals out loud, but for whatever reason, for the couple of readings that I've already done so far, like I have felt the desire to read the reversed meaning, so maybe there's a message in there. And also I was kind of laughing to myself because I didn't say it out loud, but I did get that hermit feeling. And it's interesting that I instead of saying Hierophant, I said Hermit. And it literally just dawned on me that I'm doing a reading for the 6-2, and you guys have that second line, the Hermit line in there. So the thing is, right, with that Hermit line, really honoring your need for alone time. Even if you, for whatever reason, don't feel like you have time, don't feel like you have space, don't feel, it's like you feel too busy or something, but honor your need for alone time, because truly, it's like finding that balance in there of alone time and people time, right? It's like having the energy to even be around people. You have to be alone. And also too, it's like making sure that your living space, whatever that is for you, whether it's, your bedroom, your office, your living room, whatever, is exactly how you want it to be. Because that's, you get energy from your cave, right? And if it is like it's set up, it's organized, it's decorated, whatever, in the way that is comfortable for you, whether maybe it's time to change that up, right? I mean, like maybe a while ago you loved boho chic, and now you're like, you know what, maximalist feels good to me. It's calling my name, or whatever. I can't think of off the top of my head whatever other decorating things are a thing. But you know what I mean? Like, if it's time for a switch up, do that. List the shit on Facebook Marketplace. Get some money, buy some other stuff from Facebook Marketplace. Whatever it is, though, it's like making sure that your space allows you to rejuvenate. Even too, like the focus on the Crown of Wands and the Seven of Wands, the focus on that flame, like literally, like having that time to be alone, to be in your space, to even just be in your own energy, your own aura. Like it really does like keep that flame going for you, like for hermits, right? So, and again, I mean, there's a ton that it's like fire, earth, and then air at the bottom of the deck. It's also even like very organized on here. So again, it might just be a time to organize your life in some capacity. Like if there's just been a lot of things that are going on, maybe you've experienced a lot of growth with the King of Wands. Now it's like, okay, I need to have systems in place so that this is better organized and I'm not so all over the place. But okay, so Wands have to do with action. It's a motivation behind the actions that we take. It's creativity, passion. It's like our zest for life, right? And it's like, how are we communicating those things? What actions are we taking towards those things? I also see Wands as being information by way of experience, because that's what we get by trying things. We get information, right? We figure out what works. We figure out what doesn't work. What do we like? What don't we like? And which is very much part of like that role model process too, right? The sixth line is the only one that has a 3-tiered process to it. The first 30 years or before your Saturn return, you're operating as a 3-2. That sixth line operates as a third line, the martyr line, which is trial and error. It's, getting your hands dirty in life, right? It's again, making mistakes, figuring things out, trying things, ebbs and flows, the trial and errors, the, life bumping up against you bumping up against, life, people coming into your life, people leaving. And then after your Saturn return, you go on the roof where you're more observant. You can see things, like see more of the bigger picture. What stays in your life? It's unpacking that baggage from the first 30 years, right? So what did I learn? What do I want to take with me? What things feel true to me and what things need to go? And then in your 50s or after your second Saturn return, you come off the roof in that full role model glory, right? But the second line loves when you're up on the roof, because it's like, oh yeah, this is my jam. Chilling, being alone, being away from people. It could be a lot of like even, figuring out where you want to put roots down, whether that's like with where you're going to live. It could be, your career. It could be a relationship also, if those are all things that you are considering. And the kings are the highest expression of the suit, right? So this is somebody who they're an authority in their field. There's a clarity, there's even a confidence in the actions that you take. The King of Wands is the entrepreneur of the tarot also. Like, they're the type of people that are the King of Wands specifically. I mean, it could be you too, but the King of Wands is the type of person that you're not going to really tell them what to do. which is why it's also associated to Sagittarius. Because have you ever told a Sagittarius what to do? Like, good luck. Good luck with that. Because it's like, you know, like wanting to have that creative freedom, because it's like, I know what I want to do. I know how I'm going to do it. I just need to go. I just need to go do it. I need to have the space. I need to have the availability. I need to just be able, like the freedom to go do whatever it is, you know, that you want to do. And it could, you know, with this being the card that's starting the reading, you could have really honed in on what that looks like for you. Really confident in your own process, really accepting of, you know, the decisions that you've made, the direction that you're going in, trusting yourself. It's like being guided by your own light there, and even putting energy into your own flame. And then we have the Sun card underneath there, which is Leo. We're about to go into Leo season tomorrow. So there could just be something happening in the next 4 weeks around this whole situation. But the Sun card is like everything good. It's joy. It's bliss. Again, rejuvenation. We were talking about that with the Hermit line. Rebirth, you know. It could also even be a message about getting some vitamin D. Maybe go sitting out in the sun for a little bit. I mean, this could even be like hot girl summer is like what just came to mind too. Even though I know like we're like literally in the middle, right-ish of like what is technically summer. But really it's like this feeling of like capitalizing on the heat, the weather, the, you know, like not having to like be cooped up inside because it's cold out, or, you know, it's like really just kind of going for like opportunities type of vibe. We have the Seven of Wands after that. The Seven of Wands is standing your ground. It's self-defense. It's almost even too like defending your actions, because again, wands have to do with action. It's trying things. So it's also too about like having to defend your actions. I always see these 6 wands as like other people's projections. And I swear, like there's a few second lines that I know. They're 2 4s, not 6 2s, but, and they get projections like just as bad as 5th lines. And I'm always like just so surprised, because then I have other friends that are 2 4s and it's like people just kiss the ground that they walk on. But then other people that are 2 4s, it's like people just spit venom at them. It's crazy. I don't know. But I'm saying that because that I do see these 6 wands as being other people's projections. And the second line does have a projection field. Not the same as like the 5th line does, but you know, the second line Hermit, it's that you know, you just have a natural aptitude for something, right? Like people see that you are good at something and you're like, no, anybody could do that. No. No, they couldn't. Not like you. Not where it just like kind of flows out. It just like comes naturally to you. So you need other people to see that in you, to call that out in you so that you see it too, or even just have an awareness of it, right? But again, I mean, there could just be, there's something that you are defending here. This could even just be a message about defending that thing. Like if you're on the fence about something, you know, because again, like with those projections, people would be like, that's not going to work. I could never do that. You know, I don't know why you're wasting your time, whatever, like, right. Like those type of things. I told you that wouldn't go well, whatever it is. Right. And it's just like, okay, I didn't ask, like, And even if I did, thanks, but it's like, it's literally like, don't let these things knock you off course. Truly, right? I mean, even like, look, it could just be like feeling on top of the world here and wanting to keep that feeling. But again, I mean, it could be an idea. It could just be whatever it is that just kind of lights you up, right? Like really kind of focusing attention on it, but it's paired with the Apprentice of Coins or the Page of Pentacles. And I do call the Page of Pentacles the Apprentice. So I love that this deck does too. Because, when we think apprentice, we think of the newbies, right? So we already have this pentacle. It's already rooted. It's already sprouted. So there's something happening here. And if you are not seeing the growth that you expected to see from it, the Seven of Wands would be saying, don't give up on it. I mean, it does take time for things to grow, right? And in order for things like this seed to continue growing, you do need to continue putting your time in it, your physical presence, right? Your resources like water, fertilizer, whatever. This could be a new job. It could be a new research project. It could be some new form of income. But again, it's something, the seed is already planted here. There's something already going. And then we have the Apprentice of Wands. And isn't this so interesting? So we have this King of Wands, Seven of Wands with this flame here, right? And in the Apprentice of Wands, there's no flame yet. This almost to me feels like whatever this King of Wands and Sun card is, it's almost kind of like this can sustain itself. This is mature. This is, whatever this is, it can sustain itself. So then whatever this Apprentice of Coins is, this idea, this project that you've been thinking of that like you won't really like let go of it type of thing with the Seven of Wands. With the Apprentice of Wands is like the energy is available to give it a go. This would be like a new flame for me, is how I'm seeing that. Even, with this looking glass, it's looking to the future. The Apprentice of Wands is very like adventurous too. I mean, they'll literally try anything. Like even just they can be a little impulsive. But again, just with this looking glass, it is like very like future focused. And now there's this new wand to get going here, right? To like get the flame going on. And with the Proclaimer or the Hierophant, this could be being like in a teaching role, being a mentor, role model, right? Testing out those shoes. Because the Hierophant, this could even be with the Apprentice of Coins too. It could be learning a new modality. It could be school, like higher education, if you're into that. It could be, like getting a certificate that is part of your career that will help you get a promotion. Because the Hierophant talks about passing along knowledge. There's usually like a priest, and then there's usually, two people looking to him. And what do priests do? They preach the word, right? Which from the Bible, which is however years old when they made it up, right? Like, but it's that passing along of knowledge. So again, school, even a course online, a certificate program, which again, it could be an additional source of income here, but it wouldn't take away from these. It could be something that you could do at home. We have the Justice card at the bottom of the deck. Proclaimer is Taurus. I don't think I said that. Sun is Leo. Justice is Libra. We have the Justice card at the bottom of the deck, which is, and maybe it has something to do with like social justice, with the justice system, something along those lines. I mean, it doesn't have to be, but that came to mind. But the Justice card is all about balance. You know, it's the scales balancing. We have the Sword of Truth here that's kind of cutting through this veil here, right? This is also, you know, kind of getting what you deserve, good, bad. Otherwise, it's fate, karma. You know, like we have this constellation here. So it's something that like, I mean, even just the transits that are going on right now, there could just be something to where like it's a good time for you to let this thing, this King of Wands and Sun card be the thing on its own. Trust that it can sustain itself. Put your energy that you do have available, or you would have available if you did spend some time alone, rejuvenating, filling your own cup, right? Justice card. We have the Seven of Swords behind it, which talks about the card of us fooling ourselves. It can be like manipulation in the sense of like being strategic, plotting, planning. We have this butterfly that's taking away one of the swords. So it's like handicapping. But I always see the Seven of Swords as being, again, the card of us fooling ourselves. It's self-sabotage. Right? It's like, don't let yourself believe that it's not possible. We have the Ace of Pentacles, a new opportunity. Walking through, you know, these gates, seeing what is beyond, what is in your proverbial front yard. The Four of Wands is celebration, success, doors opening, opportunity. The Three of Cups, celebration, support from others. We have the Past card. This could be seeds that you planted in the past, again, with this Page of Pentacles. It could be, you know, planting new seeds, or could be something or people from your past that are coming back to help. We have the Nine of Pentacles, financial freedom, independence, or was that the Nine of, yeah. I don't know why, for a second I thought it was the Nine of Cups, but okay, I'm going to leave it there. Thank you so much for allowing me to read your cards. I'll talk to you soon. Bye.